Here are 3 Death Korps of Krieg miniatures. One of them is from the new plastic Kill Team box set. One of them is from Forgeworld, and one of them was 3D printed. Can you tell which is which? In this video, I'll be showing you the 3 types alongside each other. I've got some unpainted ones to show you, some unbuilt pieces, and then we'll have a closer look at these 3 at the end of the video. So sit back and enjoy. Okay, so I've got 3 body pieces here. So obviously with a multi-part plastic kit, I had to build this up. So I think I have 4 or 5 pieces here. A backpack, one of the legs, there's a couple of bits of the body, and then the head as well. Sort of makes up this one piece, and they're really nice to put together actually. As you'd probably expect with a lot of GW plastics. Here we've got a Forgeworld one, so this is from the Death Korps of Krieg Command Squad. So interestingly, with some of the Forgeworld ones, their sort of little breathing pack is on their back. With a regular infantry, it's the same as what you've got here. Yeah, and then this 3D printed one has sort of took the design from that. Now, I don't know where this is from. I've done lots of sort of searching around on the internet for different stuff to 3D print, and I came across these a while ago. So I can't remember the exact company who have made these. Even if I did though, it's not something I would be too comfortable sort of sharing a link to. So really, if you want to find stuff to print your own GW miniatures, then you have to look for that yourself, because I'm not going to get in trouble for sharing any links. And of course, by doing so also makes a lot of them get nerfed quicker by GW anyway, which I have no issues with. But yeah, I will really point out that I do not advocate 3D printing your own exact copies or similar GW miniatures. I've only done this just for this video. I don't really plan on using them myself. I've got the plastic kit, so I don't really need to. But I thought I'd chuck them in as well, just in case anyone's curious to see the difference in quality between a Forgeworld resin miniature and a 3D printed one. You can see the 3D printed one is sort of larger, slightly, but of course you can change that. But the head's quite large. They might have just found it easier to design for larger heads. I don't know. You can see the difference in size between the plastic one. It's got a much smaller head, even compared to the Forgeworld one. His face is a lot smaller. Which is interesting because his feet are also larger. As you can see, he's sort of just a larger miniature, and that's to be expected. I don't think there's too much difference in the size. Not as much as I thought there would be. I thought the plastics might end up being a little bit too large in comparison, but they seem alright. I think they'll work alright alongside each other. And yeah, this 3D printed one's very close to the plastic in that regard. You can see it's taller though. But yeah, I'm not going to focus too much on the 3D printed one. I'm more interested in comparing the Forgeworld with the plastics, because I'm sure there's lots of you out there who already have the Forgeworld ones, and maybe you're wondering how you can fit these plastics in, and maybe you're wondering if they'll look alright alongside your regular guys. So what I'm going to do is get some full miniatures built up, and then we'll have a look at them. Okay, so here they all are. Best camera angle to show the height, but I'll get them together like so. You can see they all stand at roughly the same height. I apologise for this. Now, of course, the plastic one, he's hunched over a little bit, so if he was sort of standing upright, then you'd think he'd probably be the same height as this Forgeworld one. And you can see they look quite good alongside each other. The las guns is a little bit bigger in the plastic one, but you know, I think once they're all painted up, you'll have seen some painted ones at the beginning of the video. I'm sure they looked alright alongside each other, and we'll look at them in a bit of detail in a little while as well. But yeah, so again, this is a one from a command squad. I don't know why he's got no pack on his back actually. Maybe there's some bits I need to add to him, but I've just sort of glued them up like this for now. Gluing the arms on was a little bit of a pain on some of these Forgeworld ones. I always find that plastic's a lot easier to work with anyway. I'm sure most of you will agree on that. But yeah, they look pretty cool alongside each other. And then we just have a 3D printed one in, which again, I'm not going to focus too much on them, but yeah, sort of compared to these two, like if you just had an army of these on their own, I'm sure they look fine, but when you compare them to the others, just like their helmets are just, and their gas masks are just, they're too big. But, you know, they are what they are. But the detail's pretty good. So these were printed, just for those interested, on the Mars 2 Pro, just a 2K resolution, so you can print at a higher resolution. 0.05 layer height. But again, I'm not going to focus too much on them, but yeah, they look pretty nice. But again, I'm certainly not suggesting anyone should go print their own copies. I do like, I mean, you've seen me do 3D printing stuff on this channel. I do like making my own little bits to complement miniatures, but not completely printing a full miniature. It's not really my thing. It's not morally, I don't like it. But yeah, so this is how they look built next to each other, and yeah. So really, just the Forgeworld ones, as you'd expect, are just a little bit more skinnier, but the detail between the two is still really nice. The plastics are just on par now with the Forgeworld resin detail. They really are. I mean, they look absolutely lovely. So yeah, we'll have a closer look at them painted ones that we saw at the beginning of the video. Okay, so here are the 3 painted miniatures, and you could probably guess which ones are which at this stage, now that you've seen them for a little bit in the video. Now, of course, this is the plastic one. His sort of more dynamic pose and his big old backpack gives that away quite quickly, I think. This is our 3D printed one. So, again, they don't look too bad alongside each other. Because of their size, it's quite similar. I think they look quite good alongside each other. It's just a big old head on here which sort of lets it down, really. And then this is the plastic next to the Forgeworld one. So yeah, the Forgeworld one is definitely skinnier. But if he was standing up tall, it'd be maybe slightly a little bit taller. But the thing about a lot of GW miniatures is that they are all the same height and weight and sort of build. So this actually gives them a bit more realism. Because you won't expect them all to be exactly the same, unless there's some lore reason for that. But this obviously just makes it easier for GW. So yeah, you know, you got that. So I think they'll work alright together. I actually quite like the gas mask a little bit better on the Forgeworld one. It's sort of a bit more rigid, and I just quite like that. Whereas that one looks more natural and probably more realistic. So, but I don't know, I just quite like that style. But yeah, I think they'll work alright together. I'm going to paint up the Forgeworld ones that I've got with whatever options I have. And that'll just help me fill in some gaps for options for these guys. Ideally, I think really, we all need a couple of boxes of these if we want to take all the options. And then have some extra lasgun guys as well. So hopefully they'll be released as their own kit in the near future. Maybe you're watching this in the future and they already have been released. I don't know. But yeah, looking forward to them getting their own kit. I'll certainly pick up another one. Like I said earlier, they have been lovely to put together. And I've really enjoyed painting them as well. And I cannot wait to paint up the rest. I'll have quite a few Krieg guys to use in Kill Team. And who knows, maybe one day I'll do a full army of them. Maybe. We'll see. I've got about 4 Imperial Guard tanks just unbuilt, so maybe I should build them and paint them up for these guys. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. There's too much to do. But yeah, I hope this video has been useful for you guys. Just to sort of see what they look like alongside each other. And yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a thumbs up. And if you've got some Krieg, let me know how you find them. And I'd love to know what colour schemes you guys have chosen for them and what loadouts you're going to go with on Kill Team. So yeah, all what's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.